How you doing, people? Hope you guys had a good weekend. For me, it's still Sunday, but by the time you guys see the video, it'll be Monday. I just want to show you things are changing with weather. Everything's changing with ourselves. Hope you guys are discovering yourselves as well, people, because we're all gonna go through what we're gonna go through. Some days we feel emotional. Some days we feel very high and everything, But the weather's like this today, people. Overcast, and it did sprinkle today. Rained a little bit this morning, early this morning, and that's why I'm barely doing the video. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to actually take a rain check, but I can't take a rain check because recovery doesn't take breaks, people. It's always going to take. It's just going to take more than you ever thought you were going to. This is just a journey that we all got to go through. It sucks, but we're going to have to do what we got to do, people. And today we're going to do some stretching. I'm sorry that I'm not all. This weather throws me off because like a week ago, like I did this video like last Monday, and the weather was still hot outside, like 110, 112. And then this week, it's like 60 something degrees right now, like maybe 63, 64. And it's overcast. It's probably gonna rain here in a little bit, so I'm gonna make this video quick and short. And give me 1 second. And I'm back in. And here I am. And today we're gonna be doing basically some stretching, like if you had a sword. But if you guys are from like an old era like I am, you could call it disco era. Staying alive, staying alive. Huh? Anyways, so basically you want to pretend you have a sword and you're going across, or you have a gun over here in your waist, or if you want to play cops and robbers, whatever, and you want to pull it out, crisscross, stretch it out, bring it back down. And like if you're trying to reach in your opposite pocket is what you're doing, or if you have like a sword or something. Not that everybody walks around with a sword or anything, but you get what I'm trying to say. Go up as high as you can, straighten out the arm, go back down. Is it going to be easy? No, people. A difficult one. But it's going to help get that mobility back in your shoulder. I probably should have stretched out first. So, in that case, let's put our hands together in praying position. I got a lot of plasticity. I still have so much plasticity, people. Leave in the comments down below if you guys are working on your plasticity or if you guys overcame it. I talked to my physical therapist last week about that. Does it ever go away? They say it goes away, but when the weather changes or anything happens, or when you're around people, when you're around noises, around lighted environments or whatever, it's going to kick in years later, even after you recovered most of your recovery. And I asked him too. I go, "Am I ever going to get 100%?" You'll probably do pretty good, Rich. You probably should have started doing more at an earlier stage in your recovery, but I didn't, people. But I'm still making changes. I'm still doing things. It's gonna be a difficult road, people. So hands good. Jesus, please look after me and my family. Look after my dog Peavy. Look after my friend Veronica out there in Arizona. And look after everybody that's going through the recovery. Give us the strength, the ability to make it through each day. And give us the courage to just keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. In Jesus' name, amen. Remember, people, I'm not trying to be religious on you guys. You guys do whatever you guys want to do. I pray because I see changes. I see changes in myself, and I believe in upper power. I believe you put your mind towards things, you can achieve your goals. I believe if you start doing more, things are going to happen. I wasn't believing before. Like when I was in my wheelchair, I was so discouraged. I was so mentally blocked about anything. So if you're in your wheelchair, you have the capabilities, you have people that are around you to help you, start getting up out of that chair if you have the capability to get up. I'm urging you guys just to get out of there. Get out of that wheelchair because that's a big mindset of staying down. And like I try to walk without my knee brace because I told you my strap broke on my knee brace. I walked the whole weekend. I did a pretty good walk from the gym to the store, and I didn't have it on. I suffered because of that. And my knee was all swollen for like 2 or 3 days, and I was in a little bit of pain. Pee-wee, go sit down. I was in a little bit of pain for that, but I learned from that mistake. I learned that I'm not ready yet. And will I be ready by Christmas? I'm going to try my best, people. And I'm supposed to get a K AFO brace or something like that. It's a knee and AFO brace, whatever. So I could get rid of both of these and just get to one, which is going to be an articulating ankle brace too, as well. So it's going to be a step up because I do have a lot of plasticity still, and I still have a lot of tendon areas where my nerve damage really affected me bad when I had my stroke. Because when I first had my stroke, I was in the hospital. I couldn't even talk like this, people. I was like trying to write stuff down on a piece of paper. Lucky I was right-handed. Otherwise, I would have been screwed. Probably wiping my own butt would have been screwed. But lucky I'm right-handed like that. But before I used to be left-handed, throwing the ball left-handed. So I'm ambidextrous. When I used to eat with Pee-wee. Come on, sit down. Go sit down. Come on. Go sit down, Pee-wee. Anyways, remember, people, if you want things to change today, you want things to be different from yesterday, start changing things, because the way things are going to evolve is if you start putting more effort into it, and that's what I've been doing, people. So let's go ahead and do some stretching real quick. Hands together. Oh, hold it there for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hold that last one down. 15. I should have probably did those first before I started doing the sword thing. Let's do a couple more of those, okay, people? Let's see how much easier that went. So it's always good to stretch before you start anything. I'm sure they told you that physical therapy. I forget about these things. I could see sprinkles going on there. I could hear them in the background. And I could see the weather, the clouds are getting thick over there. So I need to hurry up. So I'm probably going to cut the chitter chatter as much as I can. And I do have the weighted bar. If you can, stick with that Pilates ring if you have one. If you don't have one, you can use a soft, like a ball. Just hold on to it, which I'm going to do again because that other ball I used to use, it was a cheap one from you get from Walmart. It didn't work very well. So, get a good grip. Have it pointing down where you're capable of holding your wrist like the way you want to. Get in the right position. Try to have it shoulder width apart. Hold it as best you can, people. You want to maintain that grip. We're basically going to do some bicep curls, but we're not really trying to do curls. This bar, like I said, is less than 6 pounds. Basically, what we're doing right now is just keeping that wrist to be palms up, okay? Retraining that. Start working on that plasticity on that. You gotta start using every body part the best you can. Sometimes your grip's gonna lose it, but I've been working on that. People, look at it, I'm still holding that. It's gonna take a lot of work. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's going to take a lot of patience. Remember, people, you want things to change, start making that change. That's all there is, bottom line. Don't expect anything to change if you ain't making any changes. Hate to sound like an ass or whatever, but you know what? We're all grown-ups out here. Hopefully there ain't no young people out there that are too young that had a stroke. I feel bad if that happened. But I think because when you're younger, your capabilities of recovering is going to be a lot better. And you can recover, not 100% probably, I don't know. I can't tell, everybody's different. But what I'm trying to tell you, the more work you put into yourself, and the harder you do this, and the more consistent, the more and more and more, just keep doing it and keep doing it, people. I want to emphasize that to you guys because you guys know that when you guys start doing more, you can see little bits of progress. It's not gonna have like a big old wave coming over you, like wow, I'm back to normal. Like when you had your stroke, it was knocked out, done. You're screwed. It felt like your life was just done, and that put you in that depressed mode. But we didn't die. We're here. We're here to make improvements. We're here to recover. We're here to prove to yourself that you got it in your mind to do it. It takes a lot of mindset to do this. It's going to be easy? Heck no, it's not going to be. It's the hardest thing I've ever been through. I've been in car accidents. I've been in motorcycle accidents, dirt bike accidents, pedal bike accidents, accidents from being drunk and falling over, hitting my head and doing stupid stuff. It doesn't matter, people. I've broken like my wrist and I fractured my other wrist. I sprung it many of times. I sprung my left one a lot because when I used to get in fights here and there, it curled up. Or just hitting the walls or hitting the whatever I used to do, just doing stupid stuff I shouldn't have been doing. And I recovered from that. But this is the most difficult thing I ever had to deal with in my life. Because your progress, all the work you put into it is just minute, you know what I mean? It's just so little. And it discourages you, but you gotta mind over matter, people. You could do this. So we're gonna bring the bar back out. I'm gonna go straight forward with this one. I'm gonna go shoulder width apart with this, okay? I want to hurry up and beat this weather. So shoulder width apart, palms down. Lock out that elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, people, it's going to take a lot of work. But you could do it. Because once you start believing in yourself that you could do things are going to start changing. And you want things to change, start making that change, people. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to be given to you in this recovery journey. Nothing. It's going to be the most difficult thing you've probably ever been through in your life. If they tell you anything different, that's cool. I just don't believe in the BS anymore. I just know that the harder work, this is going to pay off. I probably already knew this from the fact that I just always thought like my stroke, when I had it, my life changed instantly. I went from having a good time the day before, not even thinking anything, woke up, had a stroke and couldn't talk, trying to mumble, and my friend thought I was drunk, and he was like, what the hell, why are you on the floor? And then I peed in myself because I lost my bodily functions. I was in bad shape, people, when I had my stroke. Like I said, when I fell, I had a stroke in my sleep. When I woke up, I didn't even know what happened. I stood up, hit my head on the end table, had a big old bump on my head. I looked like a plastic Rastafarian. I had tubes hanging out of my head when I was at the hospital because they had to drain the fluid out of my head. I had like 2 tubes here, and I think I had 1 in the back or 2 in the back, draining the fluid in my brain. And then I had the big old bump right here, and then I tried to get up like in the hospital. I still didn't understand when I had a stroke because I was out of it, people. They had me on some painkillers and all kinds of which I don't know what happened. And so what they did, and I had to use the restroom, go number 2, but I didn't know. I I wasn't gonna go poop in some pan. I want to use the restroom. The restroom was just like from here to there. You know what I mean? And I thought, yeah, I could walk, and I stood up and didn't know that my hand still wasn't working right. Just felt like it was sprung or something. Like, when you hurt yourself, you kind of feel like that. Well, it was kind of like that. But and then I stood up and didn't know. And then that little table has wheels that goes on your bed, your hospital bed. I pushed it out, fell down. I had my glasses on because I used to wear glasses a lot more, and it was a different prescription. Fell down, hit my face on the stupid thing I had. So I had, and this is all in 24 hours. I had 2 black eyes, big bump on my head, and tubes hanging out my head. And then I ripped out the monitor things out of the thing because I didn't realize I was hooked up still. I just didn't even know because this is still within the first 24 hours. It looked like shit. So when I pulled the thing out, they came in, rushing in. They found me on the floor. If that wouldn't happen, I probably would have been on the floor for a little bit because they're understaffed out there in Arizona at the hospital I was at. And they helped me to get up. They said, Rich, you can't be trying to do stuff. Go in the pan if you need to go number 2. And all this medication they had me on. I thought I had to go, but it was just, I don't know what happened. I couldn't control my bodily function. I was in bad shape, people, but I'm happy to be walking. I'm happy to be showing you guys and telling my testimony to you guys. And I'm sure you guys got some good stories or some bad stories. But if you guys are watching this, you guys are alive, you guys can make a difference. So do what you can while you can. Like I said, you only got one chance on this life on earth. Did I screw up a lot of things in my past? Yes. Am I working on things to get better in my future? Yes. Am I seeing things a lot differently than I ever have? Yes. And it's going to be hard? Yes. But we could do this. Start changing your thoughts. Start going more positive, and you could do this, people. So we're going to put our hands behind our back, get a good stretch out. So we're going to just pull this as best you can. Get that shoulder. Leave in the comments down below if you guys get a lot of shoulder pain in your affected side. My leg, I feel a little bit here and there, but when I massage it at night, when I take both my braces out, it feels good. And I roll my ankle around, do, like kind of calf pushing, like calf raises, but I'm not doing those anymore. I'm doing the other ones. I'm trying to push my toes towards my knee. It's a lot of different things. I'm discovering different things about my body because I'm starting to get sensation in it now. I wasn't getting nothing. Like it took this long. It took years after my recovery, after my stroke, to see things in my body because I wasn't feeling nothing. Like if I'm not looking, I can't feel that really. I can't, if I pinch my leg, I can't, like certain spots on my left side, I still can't. Like right there, I could feel a little bit, my belly. I could feel when I'm hungry. I'm just kidding. But anyways, I'll leave it at that because I think it's going to start sprinkling. The clouds are getting dark over there behind me. But the sun's breaking out behind me over here, so I don't get it. Sorry about the quick changing and stuff. And it's getting cloudy. It's breaking up over there, but we've got some dark clouds over on the other side. And I want to thank you guys for your time. Yeah, I see I'm starting to feel some sprinkles. All right, people. I'll let you guys go. Thank you for your time. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate the new subscribers, old subscribers, and everybody out there. Just be safe. If you try anything new, be safe, but don't be afraid to try anything new because you're not going to know your limits until you hit them. And once you do, keep doing it. Work on it. Work on it, work on it, work on it, work on it, work on it until you achieve that little bit of a goal. You want to set goals towards yourself that you could do things and just start hitting them. Once you start doing it, you'll feel better about it with yourself. You'll want to push yourself further. But be safe whatever you do, people, because you do not want to get injured while you're still recovering from your stroke because that's going to put you back a couple of steps. So take anything from this. Work harder, people, please. Be safe. I'll talk to you guys on Friday. It's been a crazy weekend. Not really crazy. The weather's been changing. I'm just happy it's not so hot. I could deal with the rain. I could deal with the cold weather. And I will have jokes for you guys on Friday, and I'll be on the ground. I got my turf right there rolled up. And it probably did get wet a little bit last night, but whatever. Take care, okay? Bye.